A resident of Maninagar had become the latest victim of an elaborate visa fraud, losing 45 Indian rupees Lakh in a scam that promised him a work visa for Canada. The victim was approached by individuals posing as immigration consultants, who assured him of a smooth and guaranteed process to secure a visa along with job opportunities abroad. Believing in their false promises, the victim agreed to proceed with the application and made multiple payments over time. At the beginning of the process, the fraudsters maintained regular communication and even provided fake documentation to make the operation appear legitimate. The victim was shown forged approval letters, employment offers, and official-looking paperwork to convince him that his application was progressing as planned. The scammers also used fake testimonials and references to build trust. As time passed, the fraudsters started delaying the visa processing with various excuses. They claimed that additional verifications were required and requested more money for urgent approvals and processing fees. The victim, eager to secure his Canadian work visa, continued making payments, unaware that he was being deceived. Once the scammers had received the full amount of 45 Indian rupees Lakh, they gradually became unresponsive. The victim attempted to contact them multiple times, but his calls and messages went unanswered. He then visited their office, only to find it either shut down or operated by individuals who denied any involvement. This raised serious concerns, and he soon realized he had been duped. Realizing the extent of the fraud, the victim filed a complaint with the police, providing transaction details, conversations, and any documents he had received. Authorities have since launched an investigation into the matter, attempting to track down the perpetrators and recover the stolen funds. This case highlights the alarming rise in immigration scams, where fraudsters take advantage of people's aspirations to work and settle abroad. Many individuals, desperate for a better future, become easy targets for such scams. The promise of a guaranteed visa, high-paying job offers, and a quick processing time often lure unsuspecting victims into these traps. Immigration fraud is not a new phenomenon, but cases like this serve as a stark reminder for people to exercise caution. Experts recommend that anyone looking to migrate should always verify the credentials of visa consultants and immigration agencies. One of the safest ways to avoid fraud is to check whether the consultant is registered with the relevant authorities and whether their past clients have had successful applications. Government agencies and law enforcement officials have repeatedly warned the public to be wary of too-good-to-be-true visa offers. No legitimate visa service will ask for large sums of money up front or promise guaranteed approvals. People should always cross-check information on official government websites and consult authorized visa professionals before making financial commitments. Authorities encourage victims of immigration fraud to come forward and report their experiences, as legal action is being taken to curb such fraudulent activities. Strict measures are being enforced to crack down on fake visa consultants and unauthorized agencies engaging in deception. The Maninagar case is not an isolated incident. Many similar scams have been reported in recent years, with fraudsters operating under different names and using new techniques to trick victims. To prevent further cases, it is crucial for people to stay informed, conduct thorough background checks, and never make payments without verifying the legitimacy of an immigration service. Individuals planning to migrate must exercise extreme caution, double-check every document, and avoid dealing with agents who refuse to provide written guarantees or contracts. By staying vigilant and following proper immigration procedures, people can protect themselves from falling victim to fraud. Hashtags. Hashtag Canada Visa Fraud, hashtag Visa Scam, hashtag Immigration Fraud, hashtag Fraud Alert, hashtag Scam Awareness, hashtag Maninagar Scam, hashtag Visa Consultancy Fraud, hashtag Fake Consultants, hashtag Job Scam, hashtag Work Abroad Scam, hashtag Beware of Scams, hashtag Online Fraud, hashtag Visa Fraud, hashtag Fraudsters, hashtag Financial Fraud, hashtag Illegal Immigration, hashtag Canada Visa Scam, hashtag Travel Scam, hashtag Scam Prevention, hashtag Police Investigation, hashtag Job Fraud, hashtag Immigration Scam, hashtag Fraud Prevention, hashtag Fake Visa, hashtag Protect Your Money, hashtag Scam Warning, hashtag Stay Alert, hashtag Visa Consultancy Scam, hashtag Fraud Victim, hashtag Report Fraud.
Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the button and subscribe the channel.